Hi everyone. I recently finished Reign of Ruin, Tokyo, Hiroshima, and the Surrender of Japan by Richard Overy, Fellow of the Royal Historical Society and Fellow of the British Academy. This book focuses on the final years of the Allied engagement with the Japanese, which would finally conclude World War II. A major running theme was the necessity of the air raids and nuclear weapon deployment against Japanese civilians, with the West believing it to be a lesser evil than an on-foot invasion, which would likely cost countless additional American lives. I enjoyed how the intractable moral conflict was constantly addressed, in everything from the initial incendiary bombings to the development and deployment of the Little Boy and Fat Man nuclear bombs. Besides covering how the Roosevelt cabinet, Truman cabinet, and Oppenheimer's Manhattan Project team unfolded history, I was surprised to read how the Japanese military and government were at odds with each other on how to end the war, where at one point a military coup was even planned. I also learned how Koreans living in Japan tragically faced further discrimination not only in Japan, but even upon returning to their native land as well. With such a sensitive subject matter, you'll have to prepare to read some particularly horrifying accounts of the bombings. At only 150 pages, this is an excellent book to learn a small but crucial part of the vast subject that is World War II. Again, just be aware that the material isn't to be taken lightly, as the horrors of civilian bombing raids and nuclear weapons are described in disturbing detail. If you'd like to stick around, here are my top 5 notes from the book. Number 1, from page 8, Bat Bombs. From February 1942 until March 1944, the Roosevelt administration funded the research of using bats to carry incendiary bombs to Japanese towns to later be ignited. Number 2, from page 39, Civilian Firebombing Justification. According to the Committee of Operative Analysts in 1943, Japanese war production occurred throughout an urban network of small craft shops, often in private homes. Number 3, from page 49, Civilian Firebombing Analysis. The Committee of Operation Analysis concluded after the war that it was misleading to suggest urban areas were filled with workshops. The British mission sent to Japan even concluded it was a propaganda front by America. Number 4, from page 67, Demonstration Proposal. Led by James Frank of the Manhattan Project, a recommendation was made to demonstrate the nuclear weapons to the Japanese in the desert or on an island before unleashing it. The petition was blocked from being delivered to President Truman by his Secretary of State, James Burns. And number 5, from page 146 and 147, the 1923 Hague Rules for Air Warfare. The Japanese bombing seemingly violated Articles 22 and 24 of the Hague Rules for Air Warfare, not formally ratified, protecting civilian lives and property. Some argued the ruling was open to interpretation if civilians were involved in military industry, or towns were defended by anti-aircraft or military garrison. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my look at Reign of Ruin, Tokyo, Hiroshima, and the Surrender of Japan by Richard Overy. I'll be back soon with another book review. Bye.